I have mixed feelings on the original Dragon's Dogma. Originally, I played it on PS3 when it released in 2012, and on PS4 when the Dark Origin expansion came out. Dragon's Dogma immediately drew praise for its satisfying and brisk hack-and-slash gameplay, as well as its surprisingly deep AI-driven pawn system. While I had a good time with it, what eventually drove me away was how the fast travel system worked. You would carry around fairy stones or lift stones to travel to port crystals, items you would place on the open world map to fast travel to and cut travel distance time. These could be picked up and moved around, but the problem was the limited amount you can have placed on the map at any given time, which I think is around 8, and the only permanent one that you don't have to place yourself was in Grand Soran, the main town next to the Pawn Guild. If there was ever a sequel to be made, I was hoping this would be addressed, and unfortunately it seems there may be even worse fast travel system they're implementing in Dragon's Dogma 2. You see, it seems director Hideaki Itsuno finds fast travel a crutch if your exploration is boring and the sign of a bad game if implemented poorly. Quoting, "Just give it a try. Travel is boring? That's not true. It's only an issue because your game is boring. All you have to do is make travel fun. We've put a lot of work into designing a game where you can stumble across someone and something will happen. So while it's fine if it does have fast travel, we decided to design the map in a way that the journey itself could be enjoyed. In the same kind of way in real life that you may deliberately choose to go by bike or on foot when traveling instead of taking faster options." Itsuno recently was talking to IGN in a new interview. He is keen to avoid that for Dragon's Dogma 2 by making fast travel a kind of a harder, more annoying experience, preferring that players travel normally and experience the world around them. See, this would be fine if it was optional. If you want to explore, go do it. If you want to just get to where you want to go and continue the next quest, do that too. But it seems Itsuno wants to somewhat take this choice away from you. To fast travel, you essentially board a carriage of sorts to carry you across the world. But here comes the annoying twist. The carriage can be attacked anytime by monsters, and while you deal with them, something unfortunate might happen, like your ride getting destroyed. And if that happens, you'll have no choice but to do things the old-fashioned way. Hoofing your fat ass across the map old school to reach your destination, or if luck would have you, you come across one of the wandering ox carts, traveling between important locations such as towns, border checkpoints, and villages, and attempt again to fast travel. Itsuno again comments on the method of fast traveling by ox cart. While riding one, you might find the path blocked by goblins and have no choice but to get off and join the battle. Then as you do, a griffin might swoop in and destroy the entire cart with one blow, forcing you to walk the rest of the way. But none of that has been set up by us in advance. Instead, griffins naturally have an inclination towards attacking cows they discover as they move, and these pieces all just happen to work together to naturally create the situation. So yes, an ox cart ride in this world may be cheap, but a lot can come as a result of that cheapness. I think that's the kind of world we've managed to create. It seems Itsuno and the team, all in all, is trying to eliminate the want of fast travel with an enticing open world with twists and turns to keep you engaged, but I've never seen it done properly. Even with a game like Skyrim, where it's mad fun to explore, or Elden Ring, if you've already discovered a good chunk of locations, say with the example of Skyrim, say from Riften to Solitude, why wouldn't I just want to fast travel between them every time and just get it over with? What if the game forced me to get into a carriage to fast travel, and sometimes the damn cart would get destroyed, and I'd have to run the rest of the way 1,000 times to continue my quest? To me, it's a recipe for disaster, but Itsuno and the team seem very confident that this is the game to break the fast travel crutch and make a true open world map that constantly excites and surprises you, making you want to forego the need to fast travel in the first place. We'll see if it lives up to what their vision is on March 22nd when it comes out for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.